Suprabhat. Today we are going to learn the chapter Heat. Yesterday we have performed an experiment in which we have taken a stand, a tripod stand, asbestos gauze, a burner, we have put a beaker where ice cubes were there. Also we have attached a thermometer inside the heating assembly. And we heated the ice cube. What happened? Initially, when I inserted the thermometer, the temperature, now again it is also near about, you can see, if you can, I am taking as much close it can be. You can see the red line, and it is 28 degrees now. Yesterday it was 30 degree. When I inserted this thermometer inside the beaker, what happened? The temperature fell up to 3 degree. This was because we are living at heights. Akola is not at seashore. What is MP and BP of water? We say that it is 0 degree. It is at sea level. As we go high above the altitudes, the MP increases and BP decreases. MP's melting point is inversely proportional to altitudes, and boiling point is directly proportional to altitudes. Now look at this thermometer. What is the lowest reading here? You can see below 0 there is 10. That means we can measure minus 10 with the help of this thermometer. At the same time, what is the highest reading of this thermometer? You can see 10 above the 100. So highest reading that can be measured, highest temperature that can be measured with the help of this thermometer is 110. Therefore, range of this thermometer, lowest reading minus 10, highest 110. Therefore, range of this thermometer is 110 minus 10 is equal to 120 degree Celsius. Here it is, we are measuring in degree Celsius. Also, if you are able to see, look, there are 10 marks between 0 to 10. That means each mark we can minimum find the reading, that is 1 degree. Therefore, each mark, reading between two successive marks is 1 degree. Therefore, least count is 1 degree. So here we will not be able to measure any temperature like 10.5 or 25.5. We will have to consider either 25 or 26. We cannot consider about 20.5. Did you get this? This was yesterday's thermometer that I used in our school. You have observed that initially when I heated, there was transfer of state. Solid state, ice was converting into liquid state and temperature was at 0 degree constant. It was at 0 degree constant. It was not rising because unless whole ice melts, the temperature do not rise. What is the meaning of this? The amount of heat provided to this ice has been utilized to change the state, and this is called as latent heat. What is latent heat? The amount of heat required to melt 1 gram of ice into liquid state is called as specific heat, latent heat of ice. Because if we increase the amount of cubes, we will need more heat to melt it. If we decrease the amount of ice cubes, we will need less amount of heat to melt it. So this property is only for mass, and therefore heat per unit mass is the unit of latent heat. Heat, that is joule, calories, generally we take calories, joules or calories per unit mass, that is unit of latent heat. After that, we increase the temperature. We boil the water. What happened then? The temperature rised slowly in upward direction. Again, it started boiling at 97-98 degrees. So, at Akola we can say the boiling point of water is 98 degree and melting point of water is 3 degree. It is not 0 degree. Okay. So, when it was boiling, again temperature was not increasing. That means now temperature, what is temperature? Temperature is measure of heat. Heat is energy and temperature is the quantity in which we can measure the heat. Okay. So, temperature was not increasing after reaching the higher level 97 degree. It was steady and water was boiling. So where do the heat was utilized? This heat at constant temperature was utilized for evaporation, changing state from liquid to gaseous of water, and therefore this is called the amount of heat required to transfer liquid water to gaseous water, that is vapor, at certain constant temperature is called latent heat of vaporization. What could be the nature of our graph of latent heat? In our textbook, it is given that the water remains at 0 degree for 4 minutes. But in our case, we found that the temperature was not dropped to 0 degree. It was near what? 3 degree somewhere. So our graph do not start from 0, it starts from 3 degree. After 3 degree, it was near about 5 minutes, it was 3 degree. And after then, the temperature started rising up to suppose up to 10 to 15 minutes, because I have paused the video. I have not shown you the intermediate states. So at 15 degree, the temperature was 97 degree. It was again not 100 degree. And in between, the temperature rise slowly. So our graph will not be from bottom of x-axis, but it will start from 3 degree. And it will be continuous at 97 degree. Time will go on. Okay. So this is the nature of our graph. Now this duration and this duration, or this duration also, these all depend on amount of water ice cube taken as. This graph also can have like nature like this. If we do not take a large amount of water, in that case the graph may represent like this. A steep line may be also there if we take small amount of water. And next will also be small, because after that, after evaporation, ionization starts place if we perform the experiment in closed container. So this graph can have different nature. Slope of this line also can be different. This time also can be different if we take different amount of water. Now let us see what is the definition of latent heat. The amount of heat energy absorbed at a constant temperature by unit mass of a solid to convert into liquid phase is called specific heat of fusion of that substance. And the amount of heat energy absorbed at constant temperature by unit mass of a liquid to convert into gaseous phase is called specific latent heat of vaporization of that substance. There are some substances and their latent heats are given in our textbook. You can see in your textbook, follow the textbook, and there some conversions are also given. Now what should we do? We should read between the lines. What do you mean by reading between the lines? Water, ice, kg, etc. that is given. Melting point of water is given to be 0. Boiling point 100 degree. Specific heat of fusion is given to be 333 kilojoule per kg, which is 80 calorie per gram. Now 333 kilojoule per kg. Can also be written as 333 joules per gram, and in calories it is given to be 80 calorie per gram. 333 kilojoule per kg. This is MKS unit. Because kilogram is there. Kilojoule is MKS unit, but here instead of kilojoule we can write 333 into 10 to the power 3 joules per kg, and same is written as 80 calories per gram. Now 333 kilojoule per kg. We know that 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram. That is 333 into 10 to the power 3 joule upon 1000 gram. That this can be said to be, this gets cancelled, 10 to the power 3 and 1000 gets cancelled, and this can be said to be 333 joule per gram. Now, water, ice is same. So, these two values must be equivalent. These two values must be equivalent. So, 80 calorie per gram is equal to 333 joule per gram. This gram gets cancelled and we will write 80 calorie is equal to 333 joule, or 1 calorie is equal to 333 upon 80. You can find the answer and verify from your textbook. This much division I am not going to give you. You can verify for any such combination given in your textbook. This is reading between the lines, learn thinking out of the box. What are not given we can find from the textbook. Okay, now for your assignment is write the definitions of latent heat of fusion and latent heat of vaporization. Thank you.